what's up, people? This is John from Dying Fetus. You're listening to Metal Wani. Stay fucking brutal, my friends.
First of all, how are you doing?
Okay, I'm just driving. Everything's good. Life is good, man.
Wonderful. Guys, looking forward to come to India for the first time next month?
Yeah, it's gonna be killer, man. We're ready to do our thing. We're ready to play our death metal, you know.
Right.
It'll be the first time with India, so it'll be cool. But we'll probably be, you know, we're just flying in and flying out. We're gonna be there for like 2 days.
Right.
So, coming from America, it's going to be very, very tired, so, I don't know. It'll be cool, but I'm sure we'll be so tired, it'll be like, it won't be
I understand.
all fun, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, when you have to fly around the world and deal with all that bullshit, that sucks the life out of you. You know what I mean?
Right, I understand.
And then people, when we get there, they're going to be all excited, right? They're like, and then we're going to be like, I'm fucking tired, man. So sometimes people, you know, with that kind of scenario, some people might think, oh, dying kids are assholes. You know, but I've had this problem before, you know, and then, oh, they didn't smile, they weren't happy, what's wrong with them? They mad at us.
I understand.
You know, hopefully we don't have to go through that bullshit like we normally do, you know, with this kind of scenario. But, you know, at least, you know, it's a different place. It'll be, you know, it'll be interesting, to say the least.
Absolutely, it will be, because your Indian fans were waiting for you from years and years, and finally they're going to see you guys live. So it's more like a dream come true for most of them.
Well, I mean, you know, it's going to be cool. I mean, hopefully, you know, there's a good stage system, you know, with the sound, and we're going to bring our own sound man, who is a very skilled guy, this guy, very professional, and so as long as there's adequate, you know, equipment and stuff, and we get a good sound check, and this and that, the sound should be very good, I'm hoping, and then, you know, and all the fans that have been waiting and stuff, they'll hear Dying Fetus the way it should be heard.
Right.
And, you know, and so I'm just hoping that everything works well, you know, mechanically and physically and everything, logistically, and okay, I'm driving right now. I gotta make sure I'm not speeding, you know, it's against the law. You know, on the cell phone, you know, I don't know how it is, you know, with driving in cell phones, but right now in America, in most states, it's illegal. But
right.
Sometimes I like to break the law sometimes, man. You know, so
you guys love to be on tour. I mean, what's the best thing you guys love about being on tour, apart from you guys feeling tired because of long journeys?
I mean, you know, we like pretty much everything about, except for the traveling, you know, as I said, that sucks, but, you know, meeting new people, you know, kind of going whatever I just said, but when you meet new people and the fans and they, that kind of shit, that means the most out of touring.
Right.
You know, like, you know, you make a difference in any kind of way, you know, and people appreciate that. Well, that's something special. And, you know, anything that, we just like the fact that we can come out and people can release their aggressions, you know, however they want to headbang, if they want to slam, you know, if they want to stand there, that's cool, whatever, but however they want to do it, if they get out there and, you know, have a good time, and we're part of that, appreciating us, well, that's about the best of it, man. I mean, that's what it's all about, you know, so, I mean, everything else is pretty hard, you know, the traveling is rough, and, you know, food sometimes sucks, you know, like, you know, then you gotta get shots, you know, I gotta worry about malaria, gonna come over, you know, like, there's a lot of shit to it, you know, so, I don't know, I mean, that's about the best part of it, is just, you know, making anyone happy with this.
I understand. I agree with that. And you know, I always wondered when you guys reach the airport. I mean, a lot of airport authorities ask you, you know, what are you guys, and then you say we belong to Dying Fetus. What kind of a response do you get?
Yeah. Well, yeah. With that name, of course, you know, everyone thinks the negative, you know, like
right.
Everybody, you know, and that's the way 25 years ago when I was a kid. I've been doing this all my whole life, you know, like I was like, oh, let's just fuck with people, let's make it disgusting, let's make it gory, whatever, and you know, and it definitely with that name, it's made a difference. You know, it makes an impact on people, whether it's good or bad. It's memorable.
Right.
But you know, with that being said, you know, it's definitely a lot of times a shock. So a lot of times, as I've said in a lot of interviews and stuff, I tell people, like, we won't even tell them our name.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if it, you know, in the airport, if it doesn't really matter, if it's just some kind of, you know, random person where,
right.
you know, we have to, like, say we're in a restaurant or we're somewhere and people, are you in a band? And they ask, we just lie and we say we're the Red Steps, so we make up something. We say,
right.
we're the musicians, you know, we just make up something and then they don't spit in your food or they don't get mad or, you know, because, like, I've been doing this for so long that it gets old, you know, dealing with this, the name, you know,
right.
Like, oh my God, Dying Fetus, why did you do this? It's tired, you know, it's a tired conversation, so we try to avoid that.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, of course, you know, like, you know, customs or places where you have to, you know, tell the truth. Then, of course, we say we're Dying Fetus and
right.
this and that. But yeah, with that name comes a lot of bullshit, you know, especially in America and, you know, in the Bible Belt and stuff like this. People, you know, very religious people take it very seriously and you know, we're just a band, man. Don't take it too seriously, you know?
Right. I understand. Now, you know, last year after Avenged Sevenfold were confirmed to play at Download Festival, now a huge internet campaign was started by your fans, and you know, that you guys should perform at Download. Now, Twitter went berserk with "Why Not Dying Fetus" hashtag campaign, and now you guys are playing at Download this year. So, what does it feel like to have such a huge fan base supporting the band and the music?
Wow, yeah, it is pretty amazing, man. You know, and you know, people say it all the time. You know, like bands, and I don't know how sincere they are. You know, and they say, "Oh, thanks to the bands, thank you." You know, blah blah blah. It might almost just come out as, you know, just like a robot. But seriously, you know, wow. What else can you say? But that's amazing, and you know, I really sincerely appreciate and, you know, thank anyone that was involved in that movement.
Right.
You know, and just to, you know, spread the name, you know, and wow, it's just really cool. I mean, it kind of leaves me speechless in a sense. You know, what can you say, you know, other than what I just said? You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel good.
Right, I understand.
Like we've accomplished something. Sorry, I'm just driving. I was avoiding something, but you know, it makes me really feel like we've accomplished something, and very just flattered. And if anything, it makes me more intense about the music, and you know, so.
Right. I understand.
Very cool, man. Pushes me forward, gives me more inspiration.
Yes,
yeah.
That sounds great. And you know, you guys go on tour next month. You visit Russia, then you come to India, then Download. But we've also heard from my friends at Relapse that you guys will be hitting the studios as well. So, do we smell a new album?
Well, man, you know, we're working on it. It's anytime soon, you know, like we've tried to say, oh, we're going to get it out, you know, like later this year, but I don't think it's going to happen. You know, realistically, it's going to take a while because for one thing, you know, I wanted to make it, you know, just as good as any other Dying Fetus album, so that takes time, and you know, I have been working on a lot. You know, we have multiple ideas, a lot of segments of songs coming together, fragments of song titles.
Right.
It's all coming together. It's just not a completed product yet or anything, but like I said, you know, when it might take a while, but end result will be good. You know, like I can't let anything go out to be released like that's bullshit. You know, like
right. I understand.
I don't want like some bands, you know, and management now, like they're saying, okay, you have to have an album out really quickly. Like the fans will forget. You know, like this is the internet world. There's a lot of competition.
True.
And I'm like, I know that, but I'm like, same time, you know, like I still want something to be good because that product will, you know, stand the test of time. And if it's something that sucks, then people won't forget it. And you know, I'd rather let them wait a little bit and give them something good. So, but rest assured, I'm working hard on it, and you'll see a Dying Fetus album as soon as we can get it together. You know, I'm not going to be like Necrophage and say, yeah, the album's coming, and it never comes. You know?
Right, those guys are taking. Those guys are taking.
Muhammad, I love my boy Muhammad. You know, and hopefully we do see a Necrophage album, but I don't want to be like that. You know.
I completely agree with that. Now those guys are making us wait for decades, and I hope no other band does that.
Yes, but I'm not, you know, I'm just saying, I'm just using an example, I'm not making fun, it is what it is, you know.
I understand.
I love everybody in death metal, I don't have any enemies, you know, like, all these guys are my brothers, you know, all the bands, we're all in it together, you know, and that's one cool thing about the death metal bands, there's a lot of camaraderie.
There's unity.
You know, a lot of friendship, so it's cool, man. It's one good thing to be part of, man. You know, you think that death metal would be a lot of, like, terrible people, but really there's a lot of cool, sincere people in this scene, so I'm fortunate to be part of it.
It's safe to say that death metal has unity among all the members and all the bands.
Yeah, there's a lot of unity. There's not too many assholes. There's a couple out there, and I'll leave those nameless people nameless, but they know who they are, the assholes, you know?
Right.
But for the most part, 99% of the people are really cool in this scene, you know, so.
That's cool. And so you guys are also part of Summer Slaughter, which is headlined by Morbid Angel. So any plans of, you know, setting the stage on fire this tour as well?
Yeah, we're gonna have it, you know, we're gonna have a big rave on the at this show. We're gonna burn it down. We're gonna have glow sticks and rave dancers all over the stage while we play.
Right, I understand.
No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. But I mean, Summer Slaughter, we're just doing what we normally do. I mean, the only thing I'm really trying to do that might be special, I'm trying to make a huge banner out of some cool work. But, I mean, other than that, we're just going to, you know, bring the pain, man, you know, bring the suffering, you know, and do what we do, man. We've been rehearsing for it a lot. Trey and I and Sean have been rehearsing, and it sounds really fucking tight. We're bringing out a lot of, like, older songs, like Blunt Force Trauma.
Right.
Yeah, like one thing we do with Fetus is to switch. It's kind of change our set, because, you know, we've had, like, I don't know, like 8 albums.
Yeah.
Now or something.
Right.
So we have a lot of songs to choose from, so
it's
we realize we have a lot of repeat fans, so we do try to change it up, and so we're just, you know, coming together with our set, making it tight, and there's a lot of good bands, a lot of competition, so we're just really, you know, bring, you know, the pain.
You guys are gonna kill Fetus's life.
Yeah, we're gonna kill some fetuses, baby. Yeah, man.
How wonderful. And you know, have you guys? I know I kind of feel that you guys have set an example in death metal. Like a 3-piece band can do magic, and you know, Dying Fetus has done that.
Well, cool, man. That's nice. You appreciate that. Notice that. Well, I mean, you know, there's a lot of cliches in this world. We've heard them all, you know, right? And sometimes one of those cliches is less is more. So, maybe that might be an example, of this scenario. But it kind of just worked out that way. I mean, I've mentioned it before. The band's been this three-piece now for many years now, and Mike Kimball left many years ago, and we just never felt anyone to fill the void, and we started playing shows, and of course it's more lucrative, being a three-piece, less people, less problems. I mean, the only thing that's more challenging with it is that, when it comes to writing albums, there's less people, so it's even more challenging, to write an album. Yeah, so, I mean, but, maybe it sets us apart. You see a lot of death metal bands with 5 people. You got the guy up there.
True.
Standing up there, grunting. And I almost feel like, I don't know, people, I think, are tired of the monkey up there just singing. I don't think it's, no disrespect to, all the death metal singers out there, but I mean, realistically speaking, the vocals is probably the easiest thing to do with all this shit. So, I mean, why do you really need a guy just to stand up there by himself and grunt when I can do it and play guitar? Why do I need, I tried it once with, having a front man and stuff, with Jason off, because I thought that, just for the vocals, I needed a vocalist, but we, eventually figured out we didn't need him, and it just it goes to show you what if you want something, you can get it.
Absolutely.
Things are obtainable. You just got to work. Your mind, is a very strong thing. So you can make your brain do multiple things if you know what I mean. So I don't know, but that's what we do. And, I don't know, man. I mean, sometimes I'd like to have a second guitarist, secret guitar solos and, stuff like that, but I don't know. It is what it is, and we seem to get the job done okay with it, and
that's
cool. That it's fortunate. So, cool.
I understand that. And, you from last 2 decades, you have been continuously on a roll, releasing albums, touring different countries, and so on. How has that affected you as a person and as a musician? The kind of motivation and the kind of determination you guys have carried on for 2 decades, despite all the troubles. What kept you guys going? I mean, what kept you, especially, going on?
Well, I mean, one thing, I guess, I don't know, for my family and stuff, my father's a very determined person, very focused, he's been into the military, like my father, he's about to run across his bike, he's going to ride his bicycle across America.
Cool.
He's 65 years old, he a very determined man, exercises hard, so within 2 months, he's going to ride his bicycle from Seattle, Washington, all the way over to Massachusetts.
Wow.
This group.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
because he just retired from working, and, rather than sticking around his life, being complacent, he's doing something. So, this is the kind of father I have, so, to me, so I'm determined. I get that from him, and so if I have a goal, and I'm into death metal, so, and to me, it's just a natural thing. I'm into death metal, it's something that interests me, so I'm, and I'm bred to be, determined, so it's just whatever. If I was into, anything else, say if I was into poetry, or if I was into archery, well, I probably would be giving it 100%. So,
right.
It's just that right there, that should explain it, So,
true. I understand.
Integrity, perseverance, it's
Patience.
very important to me.
Patience.
And that's just what it is. If I get out of death metal, say if tomorrow I wake up and I say, fuck death metal, I don't like it anymore, well, I'll move on to something else. Right now, I'm into it still, even though I'm going to be 42 fucking years old.
Right.
And I used to when I was like in my 20s, because Metallica were always a little older than me, and I always looked up Metallica and shit, of course in the early days, and then I'm like, okay, when they got in their 30s, they pussed out.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, well, fuck, I guess that's what's going to happen to me when I get in my 30s, right? I'm going to turn into a pussy and play this lame music, but, well, no, here I am in my fucking 40s, I'm still growling.
Right. Right.
I see these bands, they change their shit, they start changing their vocals, they start getting weak.
True.
And I'm like, oh, and I used to think it was because fucking their age, but no, it's not their age, it's just they're becoming pussies. So,
right.
I don't know. So anyway, I just want to say that, so, I'm just doing my thing, man, and that's
it. I completely understand. Now, this brings to me a very, a very simple question. If you weren't John Gallagher, what would Dying Fetus look like and sound to you?
Okay, I would be like, oh man, these guys are real angry, I would be like, damn, these guys are very serious about what they're doing. Like, goddamn. I'm assuming I might have the same, impression that most other people would, like, just as I just said, like.
I understand.
Yeah. But it's hard to think. It's hard to know. It's interesting because you never know how other people view
you.
We all view ourselves as something, but how is this perception of others?
Right.
And that's interesting. But But I guess we're doing okay as far as I can tell from judging by the others.
Awesome. But, that's cool. Now, what's the message you got for your fans in India who are waiting to get, to see you guys unleash hell? So go ahead and give a message to all your fans who will be listening to this interview tonight.
Oh my God. What can I say that I haven't said here? There's not much more I can say that I haven't said. I'm just looking forward to everything, my man, and we're just sharpening up our skills. And, we'll be up in there. Up in that shit. Killing shit, bro.
Wonderful.
But yeah, I just got home, man. I gotta get out of my car, man. I gotta go home and, go inside and feed my cat and, normal life shit, my man, and, take care of some business and stuff.
Yeah, I understand. John, it's been an honor. You spared some time with us today. Thank you so much.
All right, man. Thanks to everyone out there. Peace. Stay brutal. Kill people. And die happy. All right?